What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome back to another one of my FIFA 20 Ultimate Team videos on the channel guys. This is quite a big day today because the second Future Stars squad has been dropped by EA. It is Friday, so of course the previous one has now expired, no longer impacts. This new one is available. And of course, because being Friday, we always get weekly objectives, so we've got some new weekly objectives that are themed around the Future Stars promo as well. There's a little bit of a sneak preview here as to a few of the players that are on there. As you can see, Haaland's got one. Probably, there's not been so much hype for a particular player to get such a massive boost on the card in quite a while. A few other really good cards on there as well. But I'm going to bring up the whole squad so we can have a look at that now. And I do have that on my Twitter, which I will get up for you guys right now. So just here, this is the tweet from EA Sports. This is the whole new squad. I'm pretty sure it's the same number of players as before. It looks like it is to me anyway, going just off the kind of like the size of the image and that. But yeah, so we got Haaland obviously there. I mean, his stats have just look ridiculous. Like 94 pace, 94 shooting, 90 dribbling, 94 physical. Like pretty solid passer for a striker as well. He just looks an absolute joke. The only thing that really annoys me about him is that he does have 3-star, which is a little bit of a letdown, to be honest. It is a little bit disappointing, but I suppose like, he's always going to have some sort of flaws. I do feel that EA really need to kind of look at some of these cards and like sort of boost some of the like the weak foot and skill move ratings, just because a player only has 3-star weak foot when they're like 19 doesn't mean they can't have 4-star when they're like 27, because they can work on it, they can improve. I mean, there was a major example, like Messi used to only have 3-star weak foot on FIFA for quite a few years, and it's only like probably maybe like 2 years ago that they bumped it up to 4-star. So players can improve, and in the examples of these players here, obviously like really young, chances are they're going to improve in certain aspects of their game. So I would like to have seen a boost on him, but maybe they didn't do it just because of how like ridiculously good it would have made him. I mean, it probably would have put him near up to sort of like R9 level, really. I mean, he's absolutely monstrous card. But moving on, we've got Lautaro Martinez. Again, very, very similar level to Haaland, to be honest. I just want to quickly have a look, actually, just whilst I've got FIFA up here. I know you guys can't see this. I just want to quickly have a look at his weak foot. Has he got... So, Lautaro Martinez is actually 4-star, 4-star, which, if anything, might possibly make him a little bit better. He's not as big as Haaland, because Haaland is 6'4". I think Martinez is like 5'11", something like that, I think I saw. 5'9", actually, so he's a lot shorter. But to be honest, on this this current game, like the state of the game as it is right now, that might even be classed as better. I'm not sure. I mean, let me know what you guys think. I think probably a lot of people would say that Haaland is better, and I probably tend to agree with that, but I could sort of understand if people want to say that Martinez is up there as well. Two ridiculously good strikers and two different leagues as well, which gives options for any of you guys out there that want to make like Serie A squads or Bundesliga squads, or if you're Inter Milan or Borussia Dortmund fans, and that's ideal for you guys. We've got Valverde there as well. Another really like, he looks sick. He looks quality, this guy. Just such well-rounded stats. Everything's at least an 83. Looks phenomenal. Again, like brilliant league. Being Real Madrid gives brilliant links. Kind of like opens up options for other players as well. So like, for example, I know like this guy isn't necessarily as good now, but say like Gareth Bale. The amount of times I've looked trying to get Bale into a squad, and I sort of thought like, ugh, I kind of got to go for like Modric really here if I want to link into like a midfielder. And I don't really like Modric on this game. I haven't really liked him on FIFA for a while, so Valverde is a good player for that. Uruguayan does get, obviously, he gets a strong to Suarez. Probably like, gets a soft link to Cavani. I think there's probably one or two other players that I'm just missing, but those are the main two I think off the top of my head. Whenever you think of Uruguay, think of those two guys. But he does look really good. Palacios, again, solid looking card. Another player with like 80 in everything, 80 plus. Again, obviously like good league. He's actually someone, he could soft link to either Haaland or Lautaro Martinez because of the Argentina nationality there. Hudson-Odoi. There's actually 2 Chelsea players this one. I think there was like a Chelsea player in the previous one as well. So we got Hudson-Odoi there, and he looks really good. You know, what you would expect, very, very high pace, very high dribbling. Shooting and passing is okay. He's not one of like the most outstanding ones that there is, but he does look pretty good. Tielemans as well. For some reason in this graphic he doesn't have a dynamic image. He does have one now. I've seen it, but for some reason EA released this image without one. But again, very solid looking midfielder from the Prem. This Dani Olmo is probably the only one who kind of like disappoints me a little bit. I just think like if you saw that you'd packed the future star and you got this guy, you would be a bit disappointed. I imagine he's probably one of the cheapest ones out there from like both squads included. He just doesn't really look that kind of like his stats aren't really that juiced up, to be fair. So probably not that great, but still, you know, a nice card. It's nice for any of these cards to get boosted. You know what I mean? Like any of these cards that won't, you know, realistically he's not got much of a chance of hitting that kind of rating on this game. So it's just nice to give a boost to a different player. There's a few more Premier League players here. So we've got, I believe it's Ismail Assar, I think it's his first name. He looks very good, I've got to say. He's sort of similar to Hudson-Odoi, but he's just a bit quicker. Well, to be fair, he has higher pace, higher dribbling, and higher shooting. It's only the passing that is below. Same physical, and obviously defending's a little bit lower, but that doesn't really make much of a difference. So if anything, this Ismail Assar is probably better than Callum Hudson-Odoi, which is surprising. But he does look incredible. That 98 pace, I mean, that is absolutely rapid. So very interesting card there. Obviously, going to be difficult to link being Senegalese and Watford, but you know, strong links to Mane. If you can, if you have the Mane striker card, the 89 rated in form, then ideal really. I mean, there's some other decent Senegalese cards out there, I would say. It's just whether you can get them to directly link to Sarr. Tomori is the other Chelsea player in this particular squad. He looks incredible, guys, honestly. I think everybody knew that he was going to get one. Everybody knew that he was going to be like mentally good, like the stats, because I think his silver card has like 80 pace anyway. So when a silver card has that kind of like level of pace, you know that if it's going to get like a monster boost just in the rating, like the overall rating, every stat's going to go up. So that, you know, the pace is going to fly up. I feel like they kind of held back a little bit with the defending and physical stats, because they probably knew that realistically if they went to like 89, 90 on both of those, he just would have been like literally like a wall. You would not pass him. He'd just be way too good, and also a little bit unfair. So kind of thankful they've left it at 85, to be honest, for him. But I know a lot of Chelsea fans will be a little bit annoyed about that. Luis Felipe, interesting one. I actually had no idea that he was that young, to be honest. I've never seen him play before. Don't really know a lot about him, but I've seen him on FIFA the last couple of years. Didn't realise that he was actually like a young prospect, so was quite intrigued when I saw him pop up on the list. Another example of play, he just looks pretty solid. Like they haven't kind of like juiced stats right up, but they have given him some pretty solid stats. Obviously 86 pace on a centre back is going to be pretty tasty anyway. This guy here, Ikone, 87 rated, you know, again, just absolute pace merchant, 94 pace, 92 dribbling, lacking in the kind of shooting and passing department, but isn't too bad. Can't imagine him being like overly expensive, probably like 150k tops, I would have thought, maybe 200 at a push, but I probably wouldn't pay 200k for him. He's almost a sort of player you would almost want to play him up front, but it's whether he's got the finishing or not, which I probably find it's unlikely that he does. But he is quite a useful player for someone that I will show you guys shortly. There is also this Renan Lodi from Atletico Madrid, Brazilian left back. To be honest, he does look really good, but what I would say is that there is not really a demand for Brazilian left backs at this current moment in time. There's quite a few out there. Just sort of think like Marcelo, I don't know if Felipe Luis is actually on this game, to be fair, I'm not sure he is. Like Tellez, and then if you think like BBVA left backs, you've got like Jordi Alba as well. So there's a few out there. I suppose like Mendy, and I'm probably forgetting a few as well. But there's a lot of left backs out there, so I wouldn't say that he's necessarily going to be someone who's going to be that well sought after. But nonetheless a good card. Malin as only an 86 overall, but I would say that he's going to be pretty expensive because I remember right at the start of the year, his normal card was, you know, very sweaty. He also had that inform that he got. I think it was only like 81, 82 rated, but it's very, very good card. So having an 86 version of this guy is going to be pretty useful. And despite only being an 86, he's still one of the he's still one of the highest rated Eredivisie strikers out there. Probably one of the highest rated Eredivisie players, I would say. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I would imagine. And he's still going to be probably one of the more popular choices for, say, you've got to do like use a whole Eredivisie squad in Rivals for like an icon swap, something like that. He's going to be one of the best players to go for. So yeah, an interesting card with him. And then to finish off the squad, guys, we've got Thilo Kehrer. Not really much of a, not like a huge boost on it. I think his normal card's like a 79, so it's like a +6, but he does still look really good. 82 pace, 86 defending, 84 physical, solid looking centre back. He does have 5-star weak foot, which you guys will see in one of my other videos that I will be releasing. Spoiler alert. But yeah, that's not a bad way to top off a squad. I mean, a lot of people said that they think this squad is actually better than the first squad, and I probably tend to agree, to be fair. But I'm not going to say that I wasn't exactly disappointed with the first squad. I think the first squad was really good, but I would say that this one probably does just edge it, probably just because of these two strikers who are literally just an absolute joke. But yeah, let's go back to my main screen so that I can show you guys a few other bits. So here we are. Right, we don't need to worry about Lautaro Martinez. Just want to basically, like, what the main thing we're kind of here for, which a lot of you guys, probably the reason you clicked on the video, is that we do have this KIERAN Tierney SBC. Future stars for him, 86 rated. Interesting one. I have to say, well, I'll put it this way, I'm not going to do it today. I'm not going to do this, not going to actually complete this SBC. I don't personally feel like it's worth it for me. And I'll explain kind of like who I think it'd be actually like good value for money for. I do feel like it's a very select few people that they would be good value for money for, but let's just quickly have a look at the squads you got to do anyway. So the first one, you're going to have to go ahead and submit an 84 rated squad with 1 inform and 1 Premier League player. Does have to have at least 80 chemistry, so ideally a few players from the same league. You could go for Premier League, but we've gone for mainly a Bundesliga squad here, just as there's a few more higher rated Bundesliga cards that are like just a lot of sort of like SBC fodder. So it just kind of makes sense to get rid of these. So this is the squad. This is kind of like I'm giving you guys the cheapest solutions that I've seen and that I could put together. I couldn't really see any ways to get this much cheaper currently. It could change in a few days time, but currently this is kind of the cheapest that I've seen. So we've got Sommer in goal. Premier League player is Ozil, obviously, you know, good because he's German, links to a lot of the Bundesliga players. We've got Ginter, Galaxy there at centre back, Kingsley Coman at left back, Aranguiz, Javi Martinez, Havertz, Gnabry, Volland, and then as our inform, we've got inform Guerrero, not of course the Scream Guerrero, which is actually an 85 rated, just the 84 rated inform, and that gets that one done. And I think you do get some various packs. So Prime Electrum Players pack for that one. Not one of the most amazing packs, but you know, it's okay. The next one is going to be an 85 rated squad. No informs required or anything like that. Literally just an 85 rated squad with 75 chemistry. So this time we've got in goal Kepa. We got Sigurdsson there at right back, Jordan Henderson at centre back, David Luiz and Vincent Kompany. Kompany's just there for a cheap 83 rated card. Doesn't link to anyone. Casemiro, Gini Wijnaldum, James Rodriguez, Frenkie de Jong, Nabil Fekir and Karim Benzema to finish it off. So the first squad, guys, roughly about 60k. This one's about 90k. And then we've got a final squad which is coming in about 100k. This is an 85 rated squad again, a little bit less chemistry on this one at 70, but you do need an inform to get this one done. So this time we've got the inform as Florent Mollet. This is his second inform. I did actually used to have his first inform as a red card. This is his second one. Sirigu is in goal. Alejandro Gomez there at right back. We've got De Vries, and then we've got Koulibaly. So Koulibaly is going to be probably the most expensive card out of all of these squads. As an 89. I think you're probably talking about, I'll probably say about 45k. I think that's how much 89s normally cost. Ramsey, Lucas, Luis Alberto, Fabian or Fabian, I don't really know how to pronounce his name, Dzeko and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, of course, in his AC Milan form, not his LA Galaxy form, because you want to get that chemistry off the Serie A links. Yeah, Serie A is similar to the Bundesliga. There's a lot of really good high-rated kind of SBC fodder. A lot of people tend to go towards these leagues just because it's so easy. Like, you know, these two in midfield, like Lucas and Luis Alberto, they've been going to high-rated SBCs from literally the first week of the game. They're not good cards to use like on the pitch, so they're just so useful for these particular types of SBCs. And this one, guys, what are we getting for this one? A rare election players pack, and I did actually forget to show you guys the rule on that one. So it's a rare mixed players pack. So not any of your kind of like your standard packs. Like when I say standard packs, I'm thinking sort of like a mega pack or like a prime gold players pack or like a rare players pack, anything like that. These are all kind of like mixed packs where you get some golds, some silvers, and obviously some silvers can be quite valuable, but we are getting a few less gold cards than maybe what we would like, and therefore obviously a few less opportunities to get some like the big Future Stars cards. But yes, there are some Future Stars cards that I think would appear in silver packs because the base cards are silver, so there's something to keep in mind as well. But I prefer it if there was a few more gold players up for grabs in these packs. But we're pretty much saying that this SBC is coming in at roughly about 250k currently, which I do have to say I think is a little bit steep for a left back. And especially when you bear in mind that there's obviously Robertson as well in the Premier League as a Scottish left back. If you're looking at just Scottish, well, not many people are going to build a Scottish team. But if you really wanted a Scottish left back, you've basically got Tierney or Robertson as your options. Robertson has a normal card that is an 85, but what I would say is that the stats are quite a bit lower. So I can understand if you want to go to Tierney, but it kind of depends on what your financial situation is in your club, because if you've got a lot of coins, and when I say a lot, I'm talking like a few million, so that you can go out and say get like a Team of the Year Robertson, then I'd recommend just get Team of the Year Robertson because he's going to be a lot better. But if you're kind of like in that mid-range, you're not necessarily like strapped for cash, but you're not got like ridiculous amounts, then maybe this Tierney's a good way to go. Obviously you have to kind of bear in mind that it's going to be an untradeable item and you're not going to get those coins back, and yet you just have to consider like what you're going to link it with, because there's not many great Scottish players on this game, not even icons. I'm not even sure, maybe like there's like Kenny Dalglish. I'm not sure how many other Scottish icons there are, and obviously Dalglish is a very expensive icon, and ideally obviously you can drop him into centre mid, but obviously he does tend to start in a higher position. If you're looking at Arsenal players, not many great Arsenal options at the moment. The only one that kind of really sticks out would be the David Luiz card. I think it's a flashback Team of the Year David Luiz. But obviously that was an SBC as well, so if you guys didn't do that, then you're not really going to be able to get that like green link to Tierney. Obviously if you guys did do it, and if you got David Luiz in your team and you really like him, then Tierney might be a good option. So I think it does depend. For me personally, it's not going to be worth it. I didn't do David Luiz. I thought it was a little bit too expensive, even though I would probably say David Luiz was probably worth it, but it was an expensive SBC and I couldn't afford it. And pretty similar to this one, I just can't afford it for me personally. But I wouldn't say like it's bad value for coins, this SBC, because I do think if you've got enough of a budget, it is probably worth going out there and getting it done. Yeah, high work rates, looks like a decent card. In-game stats look really solid. He's rapid, he's going to do a job. 96 stamina, 90 crossing. Defensive stats look pretty solid. He is a generally pretty good option. If you're talking, obviously you mentioned like Robertson as well, Premier League left backs. There aren't many others. The only other one who's kind of near those two in terms of the level would be headliner Lucas Digne. He is also an 86 rate card, but the stats on the face, on like the actual face card, they're nowhere near as good as Tierney. They don't compare. Kieran Tierney's got much higher stats. The only thing I would say is that obviously Digne can go up because he's a headliner card, so he does have the potential to increase, whereas Tierney doesn't. But realistically, being a left back, he's not going to get many more informs, not many more special cards. So I think you're pretty safe to say that Tierney's probably up there with Robertson as the kind of the best 2 Premier League left backs that you could go for. So it's certainly one to consider, guys, but I'm gonna not go for this one today. The only other thing to look at just before we get towards the end of the video, and also one thing that I do want to do at the end, a little treat. Well, it'll be a treat for you guys, potentially a treat for me, but I imagine it probably won't be. But let's just have a look at this. So we've got this guy. I think this is the only thing that was new. Let me just double check. So there's like Future Stars kit, but nobody really cares about that. It's a nice looking kit, but it's a kit, isn't it? So yeah, nothing else there. The only other thing they released, guys, is this Future Stars Osimhen. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Again, he's another future star who plays for Lille. So obviously I was talking about Ikone before. I was going to be like a player that he would link to. So this is the guy. Nigerian striker. He previously had a player of the month card. I want to say like 83 rated. I can't remember, to be honest. I didn't do it. But not really because it was like, not because it looked bad. Like the player of the month card did look like a decent card, and I know a lot of people that have used it and they rate it highly. And he's been quite a useful card for people for doing first owner objectives for icon swaps with French League players, because there aren't that many kind of like affordable French League strikers out there. Obviously the main one would be like Mbappe, but he's obviously quite expensive for most people. So yeah, the player of the month for Simmons been a good option for a lot of people, and he now has this Future Stars card, which I personally think looks absolutely phenomenal. I think it looks quality. I mean, he's rapid, 90 shot, 88 dribbling, 87 physical. They've really like bumped his stats right up. If we have a look at the individual cards that he gets, so this is his starting point at 79. So he's always been pretty quick, but he doesn't quite have the other stats to kind of go with it, to add that bit of quality to his game. But as you work your way up, all the standard stuff, the same what it's been for like Odegaard and James, just sort of scoring goals and things like this, right? You get him to an 82, starts to develop a slightly better shooting ability, a little bit more physical, but still not quite amazing. But if you can work with him, you take him a little bit further and you get him to this 85 rated card. Now this one when you start thinking, right, this is looking a little bit tasty now. This card is looking pretty decent. 86 shooting, that's pretty good. 82 dribbling, he's now getting to like a decent level. 83 physical, his passing's gone right up as well to 77, and of course 91 pace. But if you can get him right up to the end, obviously, which we can't see it, but we can just see there. So that's the jump, basically, from the 85 to the 88. For me, this is a big jump, because you look at this now, he gains 3 more pace, which probably wasn't even needed, but it helps massively. He gets 4 extra shooting, he gets 6 extra dribbling, which is going to be massive. 2 more passing, 5 more defending, you know, for all you guys out there, I love your defending, and 4 extra physical as well. It's a big boost on a card, and don't get me wrong, you got to work hard for it, you know. Just like the previous ones, you got to work hard for them. You can see I've not even got these done yet. I've not really had a proper sit down and have a go at these cards yet. Just been either like, you know, making videos or playing champs or main team. But if you got the time to go ahead and get these done, these are very much worth it. Considering you can get this card for 3, that is incredible. I personally think that's incredible. What I would say is that anybody who did the Player of the Month version of this card will be a little bit disappointed because they sunk coins into it, and that's a little bit of a bummer. But this card is free. I don't think the Player of the Month card was like overly expensive, but that is a ridiculously good card that you can pick up for free, guys, and it's going to be a really good option for icon swap objectives or any kind of objective that requires you to use French League players, first owner French League players. Going to be very useful. The only thing I'm going to end with here, guys, is I did see before I started recording that they have released 100k packs. Now, I do feel like this is going to be a very stupid decision for me to open one of these, but you know what, I really want Haaland, so I figured why not. I have 187k sat there. I don't really need it currently because I have my team for the weekend league that I'm happy with. I enjoyed it last weekend. I already played 1 game so far and I won. and I enjoy using it. So screw it, let's do a 100k pack. These other ones just aren't really good enough. So hopefully we can end the video with a purple Future Stars card. It's chance we probably won't, but come on, let's see. It's at least a board with a decent start. It's not Future Stars, guys. It's not even a walkout. Oh, it's Norway. Come on, Haaland. That's the ultimate troll right there. So we got a Jarstein as an 83, which isn't quite the guy I was after. So yeah, pretty much a waste of money. So guys, don't open 100k packs, but you guys probably knew that already. I just thought I'd do it, because why not? But yeah, disappointing with that. We'll just chuckle that out there, and I'll deal with that in a sec. But yeah, that is some of the new content that's been released today, guys. Obviously, KIERAN Tierney SBC, the main sort of thing. Hopefully you guys kind of get a little bit of a grasp of what I was trying to say there in terms of whether I think it's worth it or not. Let me know in the comment section below whether you are going to do it or not, and if you've got anything good from like the various packs you get from that, and also just like, yeah, what you think about the new Future Stars squad. And anything else you want to tell me, really. I mean, the comments don't have to be necessarily out of the video. If there's anything else you want to tell me, then just go ahead. I'm all ears. But obviously, if you enjoyed the video as well, guys, feel free to smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already and you wanted to do so, that'd be much appreciated. Just make sure you flick the little notification bell on so you get all the updates when my new videos do drop. But that is it from me, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you later.